The comment was that they hope for him to be more balanced. So it simply means that the previous commissioner was not balanced. Right. Exactly. And hence that comment would not be made.
Exactly.
These things, we can't make it even slide, we have to highlight these things. I hope you are more balanced.
What one?
No, somebody asked you something.
Just going to ask you something, Peter.
And ask you why Lean.
Oh, the woman from Justice. What's your name?
Nikisha?
No, Nikisha. I know that name there.
Nikhil Jackson.
Nikhil Jackson, right.
JFJ. Michael Jackson.
And two wicked man.
On Google, and there's more. Oh yes.
She and him are comrade together, so.
They can burn me out when they come out and they're so well spoken when they want to burn out the JLP, you see. And when other matters come in and you don't from them, they're full of chuck.
I don't think the comrades then, so them are going to take. Them are going to demonstrate.
Yes, it was a
demonstrate to what? Better demonstrate for what?
The reason for the demonstration was averted by the Ministry of Administration Labor.
Let's listen to Auntie Paula.
Stocks and Securities Limited (SSL) on Panton. It comes as the JLP and PNP have engaged in a public support with the government's handling of the multi-billion-dollar fraud at the firm.
The DPP says she's discussed with members of her team concerns about the possible deleterious impact on the fairness of the impending trial proceedings. She says the concern follows conversations with John Clark, one of the lawyers for the accused Gina Panton. The DPP says while she acknowledges the right of citizens to express themselves freely, she is seeking to remind the public that in the court of law, fairness to the accused, who is innocent until proven guilty by evidence given in court, is a critical principle of law and practice which the courts guard jealously.
She says, given that Gina Panton's case is incomplete, she is urging members of the public to be judicious with their comments about the matter. The parties are expected to attend a case management hearing on March 20 to discuss, among other things, the mode of the trial. Ms. Llewellyn joins us now. Good afternoon, DPP.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. Good afternoon to your listener.
Good afternoon, Madam Llewellyn. Go ahead, Sandy.
When you look on high-profile matters, DPP, in the public domain, how do you balance the right of the public to demand accountability with the need for a fair trial?
Well, first of all, I always try to explain to the public the difference between the sort of verbiage you can have in the court of public opinion, where you have no guardrails. This is when you look at the court of law. The court of public opinion, you have the different social media platforms, you have the media, both electronic and the written media. But in the court of law, the court is not concerned with any of that. The court is concerned with the evidence, with the concept of fairness. Most critically, the law will guard overriding objectives, because it's said in case law time and time again. The overriding objective of any trial is fairness to the accused. And that is just. So those of us stakeholders as officers of the court, we have a court of appeal, suspend conviction of defense counsel go to the court of appeal to a matter because they were for the appeal to be allowed. But that doesn't happen. We can't go with what in Jamaican part we call susu or static we have to go to evidentiary material that was presented in court. And the court is very, very, very strict, making sure that there has been no miscarriage of justice, there has been no unfairness. And the whole concept of the trial is a particular area of law, a subject matter that has had a lot of case law in it. Just as John Clark who covered that area extensively when he appeared for the defense in a very high profile matter with the Court of Appeal, and a retrial was ordered by the court. And the article which gave them so that Mr. Clark will be with the authority on retrial for this.
But certainly, Madam Llewellyn, it's not a random comment on Twitter or some other social media platform that you're concerned about. Certainly, you're concerned about the wider implications of, say, the political discourse surrounding the case matter.
Mr. Campbell, please don't try to put words in my mouth. You see from the character nature of my commentary in the press release, I deliberately refrain from naming any.
Very well.
I deliberately refrain from naming any. I didn't mention the word politics or political. So please don't put words in my mouth.
Oh, I would not dare to do so.
Anybody who will read this press release or they hear it from the media and they believe that they made tidy that I will invite them. And I'm thinking I'm very gentle.
But certainly, Madam DPP. Yes, Madam DP, but certainly then you would expect a certain elevated caution from those who are more readily accessible to the public discourse, such as having access to media platforms where they can vent and air their frustration rather than a random person on the street speaking on Twitter or Facebook.
Well, that is so, but what I'm trying to do is a situation that may occur that the defense may feel that this discourse has been so toxic, or it has been so negative, or it has been that they may feel that they would wish to ask the court perhaps. I hope I'm not putting an idea in anybody's head that perhaps the matter should be taken for trial 3 or 4 years down the road with the prosecution. So it would mean that if perchance this decision was made, and then you would have people keeping of all sorts of things visited by all sorts of people, then it would mean that the prosecution would now have to fight to try to make sure that we are able to get the trial set, within a we don't wish to have anything complicated situation. This is one of the rare instances. And I'm not saying that we are not high public interest matters that has an exciting public discourse. But way that this is played out in the public domain, it to me it's almost frightening as a law practitioner of the possibilities that can occur, the unintended consequences that can occur. Today, has used a lot of our human resources, the investigators, the prosecutors. I can tell you, long nights of constant collaboration at the has that been on one or two of the meetings, right? And the material is very voluminous. We're talking about boxes of material. We're talking about tiles upon tiles upon tiles. And with all that effort, we are career prosecutors, investigators from SIB are career professionals, as investigators, we have done our job. We prefer the indictment, the matters before the court, and as in so many other cases, we would just wish to have the natural due process occur without any or too much complication.
You acknowledge, DPP, the right of citizens to express themselves freely. But how do you
in paragraph 5.
Right. But how do you respond to those who argue that limiting public discourse could be perceived as restricting transparency and accountability?
Well, we would not be asking for a limitation of public discourse. What we're asking for is just a recognition and a respect for the court process. Respect for the court process, as happens in so many other cases. We subscribe in Jamaica to the open court principle, which means that unless a matter, an inflammable matter, for example, a sexual offense is otherwise, and if it falls within one of the exceptions, the open court principle assures members of the public that the media is able to cover the matter and bring the evidence, and they can see whether in the written word or reportage from reporters who were at court to indicate what has happened. And you saw where the Chief Justice, when he was trying the Klansman case, I mean, it was a first, and I can tell you, we spoke and we agreed that in the times that we are in and the clamor for transparency and importance of the subject matter, that would allow the voice of a prosecutor to be heard. I mean, it was a first. Actually, outline the opening in the case. And although you had all the evidence about guns, etc., and murders, the Chief Justice, after outlining a protocol, so although he ascribed to, the fact that constitutionally freedom of expression, but we are also a nation governed by the rule of law, which is why persons can't just get up and defame people. You have the right to speak about anything, but you don't have the right to defame people. Right. Whether you are doing it on a social media platform or otherwise. So the same way you don't have the right to do this, and you have to, respect other people's right to have their reputation, so to speak. In the same way, what I'm asking is that, as is done in so many other cases, respect due process and the court's right to supervise that due process in the interest of justice.
Hold it first, DPP. We're up on a break. Just don't forget your point. Let's just take this break and come back and allow you to finish what you were saying.
Clear your barrels and personal shipments with ease and convenience. Request a customs contactless clearance today through CCP at jca.gov.jm. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency is...
It's 5:47.
If you owe the NWC for more than 2 years, your age debt may qualify for at 30%, 35%, 40%, or even up to 50% discounts, depending on its age and other special circumstances. Visit nwcjamaica.com for further info. Home today. Let's hear from you today. Call 888-225-5692 or 888-CALL-NWC. Your share from the NWC's pocket full of goodies, serving you in so many ways. No forward to big to small. Chakama figure take the wall. Over total you walk a figure trim the lawn. We have everything that drop them on. We rent them, sell them and fix them off as if total dues are gone. When you say home improvement, landscape construction, a total tools are your option. Home improvement, landscape construction, total tools are your options. Auto Tools, located at 102 Main Street, Outer Rias, 34 Slide Road, Kingston. And lot C6 Jackson, St. Anne's Bay. Call us today. Ready to take your investments to new heights? Look no further. Barita Investments Limited just scored an A+ credit rating from Capital. This affirms that your money is stable with a team dedicated to financial strength and expertise. Join the ranks of satisfied investors who trust Barita to deliver results. Don't just invest, elevate your financial journey with Barita Investments today. Call us at 888-429-5333 or visit any of our locations at Kingston, Montego Bay, or Mandeville.
Here comes the one me in West Rural St. Andrew. Thursday, February 22nd at the Stony Hill Vocational High School, 6 p.m. Deputy Leader MP Desmond McKenzie leads the team. Here, MPs Fabian Williams, Amanda Terrell, Senator Myron Morgan, Mr. Tasha Schwab, John Myers, Rowan Hall, and others. Hosted by MP Juliet Cuthbert Flynn, always crossing the finish line. And let them up on his side track. Here comes the one meeting. West Rural St. Andrew, Stony Hill Vocational High School, Thursday 6 p.m. See you there.
Thanks for staying with us here on Nationwide at 5. We're speaking with the country's Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn. And just before the break, DPP, you were responding to the question about those who argue about limiting public discourse could be perceived as restricting transparency and accountability. And I will allow you to finish that point.
Well, Sanjay, if I may, you have seen over the last several years the Office of the DPP conducting very high public interest prosecutions. You saw the Beaches South trial, you saw the Clansman trial, you saw the Jamaica marriage trial from Montego Bay, several high profile trials, not so high profile. Do you recall us parading or having witnesses come and talk about the case before the case? Have you seen that part of our modus operandi?
Never.
For that, why in our jurisprudence that is not encouraged? You have encouraged, for example, very often a witness's credibility is going to be tested by cross-examination after evidence in chief is given. Now, if you have made previous statements out there outside the court, but they are still relevant to what you are giving in evidence, the defense counsel can be at liberty to take you with it and try to prove a previous inconsistent statement and totally undermine your credibility. You know, it's just not encouraged. If it is that a witness has an issue and clarity, you can always say, do come back and speak to the prosecutors, investigators, or one or two of them may retain private counsel who may have a working brief. And this is what is done. But when you have a situation where you have a lot of
Paula brief your heart. A blow.
Publicity. Some of it being rather toxic from the little bit I've seen. What may happen is that it hurts to have a chilling effect on potential and also potential in the
5 minutes or so.
that is still continuing. So we have okay, I gave a statement, I'm going to come and give evidence. Or, you know, I will come and give a statement in this part of the investigation. They hear and look and hear all sorts of things and say, oh my goodness, this is a case of justice. It means that the media will be covering it. No, I don't think I'm going to. I don't want my name to be called. I don't want the team to be involved. And I'm just going to go and migrate or leave the field. We don't want that. And then at the end of the day, what happens to
is the case. You have the court of public opinion. Our jurisprudence does not really, not in Jamaica. We do not have that sort of practice where persons can go and they just talk about what statement they gave, and if the court of public opinion is just going to judge, then what happens to the matter in the court of law?
But madam,
You see the point. It is not something that should be encouraged, and what can happen is that the court, and I've seen it happen, of its own volition, can decide in the interest of justice to make certain orders to safeguard the integrity of the process.
I understand where you're coming from, Madam DPP, but two things. First, isn't the nature of this case and those it involves and touches, it almost, by its very nature, invites additional scrutiny from the public and from larger-than-life political figures, almost as an unavoidable consequence of what type of case this is? And doesn't it mean that there's a symptomatic problem with how we process justice in this country, where it seems that some of these matters drag on for longer than necessarily they should?
No, with the greatest of respect, Mr. Campbell, with the greatest of respect, as I always say, first of all, Jamaica is not a banana republic. To me, it's only if you are in a banana republic that something can happen today and somebody is executed the next month. We don't have that type of justice system. We are governed by the rule of law. And this type of case, it is known, practitioners would know that to investigate complex fraud cases, in fact in America, my mutual legal assistance team that sometimes has to process requests from foreign jurisdictions, investigators in fraud cases, murder cases, and they ask for information here. We have to take applications to court to get the information. And when we look at some of these comparable fraud cases, in America it might take 4 or 5 years to investigate before it even reaches court. So the fact that the matter went before the court, I would say in less than 2 years from the time the offense was discovered, it's not a bad thing. It tells you how well in what is a very, very, very complex, laborious matter to investigate and to go through the documentation, to prepare the indictment and to prepare ourselves, because we are ready. The prosecution is ready to try the case. But in our jurisprudence, because we are governed by the rule of law, one hand cannot clap. So we have to wait on the defense to also, after we have served them all of these documents, to indicate to the court that they are now ready to set the trial date. Because that is what due process is all about. And that is, in our jurisprudence, fairness to the accused. If it is that you get a conviction in a matter, and it goes to the Court of Appeal, and it is quite clear in the Court of Appeal that there was a miscarriage of justice because there was unfairness meted out to the accused, even if the evidence is abundant, the Court of Appeal will not hesitate to quash the conviction. And it's only if you are lucky they may order a retrial. But we have seen in several cases that the whole issue of delay has caused the Court of Appeal, along with pre-trial publicity, to say, no, you would not be able to have a fair trial of this matter. Therefore, we are not going to order a retrial.
But how do you guard against that in the open, modern liberal democracy that we live in, Madam DBP? As you said, we're not a banana republic. How do you guard against that?
The reason why I go out of my way to do this is not only in my own humble way to try to, from my level, safeguard the integrity of the fairness of the process, but also
it is my way of educating the public. Because some people, you know, I mean, members of the media, because you interact with a lot of lawyers, or sometimes you have to cover cases, you hear the judges make rulings, you even read some of the case law, would be aware that we do not, in terms of the rule of law, belong to the eye for an eye justice situation, right? Which you would find maybe in a banana republic, where you have kicked or you have taken out the eye of somebody. So the complainant, instead of carrying the matter to court, can just simply just engage in jungle justice and say, well, you took out my eye, I'm going to take out your other eye. It doesn't work that way. So once you make a report, there's an investigation, and from that investigation, there's a product in terms of statements and other documentary material from which one can comfortably indict, that is formal charge, an accused person, and the matter goes to court. The allegations may or may not be proven. If they are proven to the requisite standard, that is beyond reasonable doubt, then you have a conviction. If it is not proven to the requisite standard, then you have an acquittal. And that is what our rule of law in Jamaica prescribes. And we are obliged as officers of the court to follow the law, not so or gossip, but to follow the law and to follow the evidence. And part and parcel of what a judge and a prosecutor are obliged to observe. When we make decisions, we cannot advert to the race, the color, the religion, the politics, the gender of anybody, be they witness, accused, victim, or anybody within the case. We have to be objective, and we have to follow the law. And that is part of our rule of law architecture. And it has worked. Yes, you have challenges and you have problems, but so far, it seems to me to be the best system that we still have.
We have to leave it there, DPP. Paula Llewellyn is the country's Director of Public Prosecutions. Thank you as always for your time, Madam DPP.
Always a pleasure.
Thank you very much to you and your listeners.
Have a good afternoon.
Well, listeners, that's it. We take the break. The headlines comes your way next.
I wonder if the all fat then here. So all the way my man go talk in a public say can be used against him.
Yeah, you see what happened there? She would never come out and criticize the lawyer because they would not criticize their own colleague. But what she's saying indirectly is that he should have never allowed. And I said it from
Bad
day one.
advice. Bad advice.
Pardon me?
You were saying it.
Yeah, he should have never allowed Usain to come out and talk about the case like that. Never. He's not a good lawyer. You need to get rid of him.
But some both not have sense too.
Because they play politics. Everybody, they play politics. But because the law, and when you hear Emily ask him, the lawyer, you know, why would he say the government? Hear what he's, you know, oh, Bolt doesn't know, you and I are a lawyer. Bolt is not a lawyer. But that's why he hires you.
Because him probably that do something for the PN, do a thing for the PN people. You know, them always a call people, do a thing for me.
Exactly. That's why I tell us enough of them sit down at Jamaica and practice. One thing I admire about this guy, Peter Champagne, you don't never hear no nine client them. Me don't know, could be, but me never hear no nine client them come out and give interviews like
bagger.
Yeah, he tell them. He said, no, you can't do that. If I am your lawyer, I'm your lawyer. I'll do the case for you.
Anybody call you to talk to you about anything, consult with me.
Exactly.
But me no want him come and do nothing for it. Me want him come off a Julian case.
Exactly.
You see, it's a plan by the PMP, you know, to uproar and make noise and talk all kind of things to corrupt the case.
Yeah.
Because they don't want the truth to come out.
And then
Them know the truth.
Andrew is a scapegoat.
Yeah, them know the truth. So when they come out and blame the government and people come and talk all kind of things about the case, corrupt the case.
Mm-hmm.
And that part alone I try to say.
And the
The less
government
them talk about the case.
Andrew.
Mm.
If you notice all of them and the government, they say Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Andrew teeth about money.
Mm-hmm.
That's them argument.
Andrew,
You know?
Andrew, the government is the government. You have to separate the two of them.
Them know everything about the case from a long time. Because of them didn't have power when the money missing. So them know. Them just left a scapegoat and run with it. And then the whole case smash up, you know. Because the lawyer can draw from that and say him client try before the case. You understand? But I hope after this lawsuit with the mayor, people get to understand themselves, say them can't just come spread accusation from people.
And not only the mayor, I hope and the followers them up and
Query.
them
It's a query.
The bloggers them need to learn a lesson too.
Yeah.
The bloggers them need to learn a lesson.
Yeah.
You see how quick something that they jump down from Mr. Vegas door.
Yeah.
How they can quickly to jump down from Mr. Vegas because guess what? Mr. Vegas have money.
Yeah. And in liar give him the route and I tell him what to do.
So not one of we hear them say in a lawsuit we know this and know that. Because what we speak is the truth. But I love how the PSOJ came out and they're backing the economy and paying down the debt by the government and show up the PNP that they have no visions for Jamaica. None.
That is what they're supposed to do. But in a sense, you know, them lose based on say a lot of foreign investments come in and kind of people can buy on Amazon, buy on Shein. Them kind of lose a lot of business. So, you know, then we go against the government also. Because they want Jamaica just run like a little party shop. Them alone benefit, you know?
Banana Republic.
Yeah, but the truth have to come out. The economy grow, everybody in America can see it. Why we in Jamaica can't see? We need to go up in our aeroplane so we can sit down, we can look down and see. Because since we can't see it frying our four little necks at the woods, we need to go up in the sky.
Hey, excuse me there. We don't hear Marlon's speech about the anniversary of the victory of the Jamaica Labour Party from 2016. We don't hear it.
No.
Listen to that presentation with from. I'll play this. Listen to this. All right.
JPU family, there's a TikTok trend going around by the TikToker Rosalie when she say, this some of the girls them. Well, in that video here, me I tell you to say, this I'm a demand them. Demand them in the opposition, this when me I play for no, I'm mad demand them. Guys, me now bias. Prime Minister of Jamaica Andrew Holness has become the most productive Prime Minister in a country within just one term. I have said it here repeatedly that I didn't love Andrew Holness' first term, but you see him second term, yes, him come out like him. You remember when it just come out of COVID and everybody outside? Andrew Holness has come out and turned up for him second term. Yes, I want to listen to that video here because this I'm a demand them over the opposition. Make them tell so much lie for the Prime Minister. Make them try to defame the Prime Minister. Make them try what we say? This election year, this I'm a demand them. I want to hear this, guys.
Greetings, Jamaica. The 25th of February marks the anniversary of the mandate given to the Andrew Holness-led Jamaica Labour Party to form the government of Jamaica. We presented back in 2016 our plans to move Jamaica from poverty to prosperity, and you gave us the vote of approval and have been working with us since to move the country forward by enhancing the delivery of public services, making it more convenient and safe for you to attend to your day-to-day business, addressing the key issues confronting our country, and improving your overall quality of life. We do not profess to be a perfect government. We do not profess to have gotten everything right. But one thing is for certain, everything we do has been with the best interest of our beloved country in mind. We have been a hardworking, caring, responsive, responsible, and forward-thinking government. It is not surprising, therefore, that no other administration in the history of Jamaica can boast the record of achievements in service to you, the people of Jamaica, that this Andrew Holness-led Jamaica Labour Party government boasts. We have significantly reduced the country's debt to GDP ratio. We are now on course to end this 2024-2025 financial year with our debt to GDP ratio in the order of 70%. And as we are seeing in the 2025-2026 budget, your government's discipline and steadfastness in paying down the debt is freeing up even more money to undertake even more programs and bringing more initiatives to you that will directly benefit you, our most important stakeholders. We have been delivering on the creation of jobs, with unemployment now standing at 3.5%, down from the 13.5% it stood at back in 2015 under the PNP. More Jamaicans are now employed than at any time previously in Jamaica's recorded history. We recorded 12 consecutive quarters of economic growth following the COVID-19 pandemic, which has only been disrupted as a result of the devastating effects of Hurricane Berry last July, Tropical Storm Rafael late last year, and of course, higher than normal volumes of rainfall, particularly in the latter half of calendar year 2024. Thankfully, however, the Planning Institute of Jamaica is projecting a return to growth in the first quarter of calendar year 2025. We have been creatively using government policies in tandem with the Bank of Jamaica to contain inflation and ease the cost of living burdens that may confront you as consumers. The point-to-point inflation for January stood at 4.2%, the lower end of the 4 to 6% band being targeted by the central bank. Business and consumer confidence is up, back to pre-COVID levels for the first time since 2019. Poverty is down significantly from 21.2% back in 2015 under the PNP to 12.3% as at 2023 under your Jamaica Labour Party government. We have been acquiring critical medical equipment to better facilitate diagnostics and provide for patients at our public healthcare facilities. Several clinics and health centers are being renovated under the Operation Refresh initiative, and several hospitals are either being significantly expanded or newly constructed. This includes, of course, the Cornwall Regional Hospital and the Western Child and Adolescents Hospital over in Montego Bay. Your government continues to improve the state of our physical infrastructure, to include roads that are being fixed, and you are well aware of the REACH and SPARK programs. We are bringing running water to communities that previously either had no water or have been without the precious commodity over several decades. We are also establishing cold storage facilities for our farmers and expanding irrigation infrastructure in a bid to boost agricultural production across key areas in the island. Crime is down. In particular, murders continue to trend down, and up to the 18th of February is approximately 23.8% lower this year compared to the corresponding period in 2024. You may recall that we ended calendar year 2023 with an 8% reduction in murders, and calendar year 2024 with a 19% reduction in murders. Through the efforts of your government and with your hard work and sacrifice as patriotic Jamaicans, our economy is strong, robust, stable, and resilient. Your government is building on this platform of macroeconomic stability as we pivot to more robust and accelerated levels of growth to generate the revenues and create the opportunities that will enable higher paying jobs and expand public services and, of course, programs that will improve your quality of life. We thank you for your continued support and look forward to doing even more in the future, including our upcoming presentation of our 9th consecutive budget with no new taxes. May God continue to keep you, and may He continue to bless Jamaica, land we love.
What better person to deliver that better than Marlon Morgan? I don't think
And
anybody
you
else.
can
No
send me a
disrespect to
copy and I
anybody
put it
else,
on my
but
page
I
too.
don't think nobody else could have made the delivery that Mr.
Me too, go on,
Nah,
man.
but I want good someone else something to run for, you know. Yeah, man. When you have performance, when you have a record that is undisputable, run on. In the politics, especially when you're coming up on an election year, it is a wonderful feeling. And let me be honest again. I think I've said it here before that the government of Jamaica, they have not been telling their own story well enough. That's my opinion. But them have something can run on, which is good. Continue doing the good work for Jamaica. Big up on yourself, guys. This is Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Tell me what you think in the comments, guys. How do you think the day is going to go? Make sure you subscribe. Keep it locked here, guys. Thank you for...
Master,
Yeah?
just inbox me your number, no? Or WhatsApp number.
Inbox you where? We don't want nobody send me number.
No,
Yeah.
man, inbox me. Inbox me to tell me
Okay.
you get it.
Yeah.
Go to Clean Green and just send me a message.
Okay. I'll love to put it on my page too.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. I'll say it from you.
That's really a good ad.
Not true.
Love how them a come out, man. Me love how them
Yes,
a...
man, it's a man that I do a very good job.
Yeah, man. I'm proud of him. Me feel good now.
I tell you. Yeah, so just do that. You see, and then I'll send it to you from the other number. Is that right?
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
Definitely, I'll do that shortly.
All right.
I love how the government that come out strong from them.
And in today's video, I'm going to talk about the 6 pillars of...
Yeah. Yeah, man. You see, and then it hurt my heart. You say you never come with some strategy, some policy we can say right. That probably can compete with something. Right. Then they come with nothing, and just want to tear down. So.
Yeah, 200,000.
Clean Green, guess what?
Yeah.
We just reached 200,000 top. We don't continue top up.
Yeah, man.
202,000.
We got top enough already, you know.
Me there top me 2 devices because me there one place. So we reached 200,000 now. So make we got before live done, make we got 300.
Yeah, man.
Let's go 250 and then we go 300.
Yeah.
Wow, who that? 7,000. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Black, Clean Green, when you're top, you have to mute your mic and
Sorry,
you
yeah,
know?
so, yeah.
But continue to talk still. Big up on yourself.
I know that, you know, sometimes we don't need to tap it so hard, you know.
No, it's
Not to tap it so hard. Not to tap it so hard.
I'm a tapper right now, you're not hearing me again.
Talk to you right now, and me. I tap me 2
Yeah.
devices. Them.
Sometimes we get excited.
Are you hearing mine still?
No,
me not hear yours.
Okay. I thought we have to.
I don't mind my flowers.
Yes, man. Third term on the way to round up now. We to come together.
Yeah, man.
It's coming together.
Flowers on my device. Yes.
It's coming together nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm top up live, man. Top up live. FYP. Top up live. Yeah,
Right
blocking not so much.
Right after budget, you're gonna hear things start heat up even more.
Yeah, man. 3 finger up in the air, you know, not 2 finger thing again, you know, 3 finger.
Yesterday, one more turp at them.
Them I get pressure, man. We are pressure them, man.
We are both pressure them on social media and the government have come out everything with them do. We have a
Yes.
press conference and we chop them down. We love it.
Yeah, man.
Love it,
That's
love
why
it, love it.
I rate Winston. And this Winston did a ball for all the time. Winston I say, why me not hear from the party? Why the party not come out? Come debunk them. And so said, so done.
Yeah, man. Well, no, before it's I think I right time into, you know.
Yeah, man. One bro God, man.
We give them too much earplay, man, because that's why Blue Dot come out and say them a win the argument in terms of catching the people attention. So when
Barrington.
my Barrington, is this Barrington leaving?
No Barrington. Really.
Barrington. Yeah.
How are you today, Barrington?
Good.
How you feeling?
Boy, no, what go on, Barrington? I'm a blood listening, you know. And I enjoy myself. All right. Well, it's time to, we can all feel proud. We can all feel proud, brother. For the third term? I didn't idea. Yes. Work is going in there, no, brother. Yeah, man. Now listen. The work is going in, man.
Hey, people, we can't give you a joke. Earlier, me see
Make
the man
sure.
living in car. Earlier on, me see man living in car. I have 7 people upon him live, And me see one next one over there. With about 50 people. You see after the news done read, the whole of them gone. None of them not did it again. And around five JLP live they out there right now.
They just come to listen to the news.
They not nothing more to say.
5 JLP live. One of our 150, one of our we have 85 now, and the rest have our people. So we split up all both.
Then
Yeah, man.
because we carry the word there. Then flag out. Surely am I right.
Yeah, man, on the top of the screen, man. Top of the screen. Yeah, man. Black King, how are you there? You sound like you know on 4 rules. Are you a Latino?
Yo, what go on? I'm me, man. Walk me there, walk. Go in. To reach door.
Hey. Remember Ed there at Canada, so top 30 people in fullness.
Okay. No, cheap for Canada.
Happy. Lie little.
Dear America. And $9 for a dozen egg.
Me not eat egg.
Me buy
Who, me?
organic egg for $8 a dozen because me want buy. Me can get a dozen egg for $4.50. So go on, Pranya.
Me no name egg. Me no name
$4 for maximum
Me
$5.
no eat what promoter
$30.
Huh?
Me say if me was a blind man. If me was a
Yes, son, never gone.
yeah, you.
Where you say the poor boss, yeah? Where you say coming in that year good?
Not see a thing here. Me not see a thing.
No. Me I say if me was a
Alright. My buy
if me was a
$7 something up for a dozen.
No, you
Work
can't.
that in a Jamaican dollars and tell me if you
yeah.
get Jamaica with that.
I want to what?
holy pound. Holy
Say
pound money
it's
that
$8
man.
a dozen. Yeah, nowhere Jamaican at $8 is almost 50. Oh, about 1,200. About
1,000.
$8, about 1,200.
800.
About 1,200. $8 about $1,200.
Yeah.
Close to
Yeah,
12.
about that.
How much a dozen for egg at Jamaica? 2,000.
You get one tray. No, you
No,
get
man. You
tray
can
to
get the
what?
big 30 with 3.5 dozen for
900.
1,500. 1,500.
No, egg raise. Guess how much your egg?
$600 a dozen.
Plant member.
All right. $6 in a US. How much money that?
You can't use our money and Jamaica money.
100 Jamaican
Yeah,
dollar.
Four,
Hello, hi.
$4.
Yeah, but
No,
but
153.
yeah, I'm saying
153.
everybody want to run
500.
from a foreign.
Yeah,
But
tell them to come.
the, yeah, but you see the prices of things here. Oh,
Dollar is
only
a
because
dollar.
we use dollars and then use thousands.
Plank.
What you think, Petal?
600 Jamaican dollars is $4 US.
A
What?
platter egg for 1,300. You see, a platter egg for 1,300. A flat have been what?
$500.
Two and a half
Just
or
tell
three
you.
and a half dozen.
Me
Two and
just
a
tell
half
you. Me
dozen.
just tell you. Say. Me just tell you how much for one US, you know. Me just tell you say
Where can I do
153.
it? Me say,
So if
See, Mama Joy have it. Mama Joy can get it for $1,200.
The idiot say he would rather spend $200 than spend $10,000 to buy the same shoes at
yes, they must
Jamaica.
sell out.
Eh?
They are sell out.
and Tina,
Idiot
me
them
gonna
man.
tell Tina, me gonna tell her this, you know. No
Yeah.
care anywhere you see name brand, no care what brand the shoes name and they say make in Italy, you know. A China, all of them making them, my friend.
China the whole of them make. You have
Me
to
go,
definitely go.
me no know,
I Italy if you go buy that ratted out of
and
one
get it,
store.
and get it, and get it real
That's
shoes.
for 500.
And get the real
So,
shoes.
you know what kind of China I come from? Italy too.
All that too.
That's the next thing too. But what me that say earlier
Okay.
on, if
Let
I
me tell
was
you
a
something.
blind man,
Let me tell you something,
I-
Tina. Go on
yeah,
talk. When I don't talk, me talk.
no man,
Me nah go
may I
far.
say, if I was a blind man, I would have loved to wheel the axe of justice. Because every one of them need cut me that chop out and send them to prison.
Tina, me,
Yeah?
me go, this is one of the second biggest mall in America, King of Prussia Mall. And I don't know, sir, me terrible already, don't you? Me go in a King of Prussia Mall in a Burberry. I buy one Burberry sneakers for one of my birthday. And when the woman come with the sneakers, you know, Burberry make a Italy, you know, a big old China in it, you know.
Tonight, print tonight, bloops. But remember, China, you know, I China use and take over the world in a prank. Cheap labor, you know.
I run the people that run me out of the store.
All right, sir.
That me I tell you, because I say,
Really?
oh no, I sell Burberry made in China. Eh?
Wow.
No one hear the no one hear nation business when it start in about 10 minutes?
20 minutes? Yeah,
No,
man.
yeah, in about 6:40, 14 minutes.
Yeah, man.
Petal, me there.
Anything to inform us.
Petal, I'm at Victoria's Secret. What you want?
Go on, Crafty.
I know where Victoria's Secret polyester
Okay.
panty.
Okay. Keep my secret then.
The man cotton in there too, man.
Black King, you're gone dark. Black King.
Victoria's Secret fit good.
You know fit good?
Victoria's Secret sell full jars, you know. Bingo.
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
still bingo too.
Yeah, man.
Everything you want to get.
Yeah, man.
Brief cut. Only
Yeah,
one thing
man.
me nah, one thing buy.
T-shirt in
Alright, that's a after dark conversation.
Okay, come start it.
We
Oh,
can
from
talk
morning.
about Paula.
From
Let me see
morning.
now.
Rock kill with
Hey,
ball.
you imagine right now, we not right now, they want to rub Paula out, you know. It's a Paula guy, your yard.
I want Paula Lewin pull up all of them file.
But this
That
is
me want she do.
our conversation. She's not on any side, you know.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing our work.
No, that's the same thing too.
She's doing our job.
Sure. But that's the same thing too.
Me then try to fight me out as me come in. Me a wheel axe. Left, right and center.
Hey, me there, me at my phone, me a teen up on my neck. Me have teen, me coming on me can me a teen. Man, say where the blood seed are gone. Me I hear doubles. You know, no, say I true me did have the two up them, I tap them up one time. Yes, labor right. Come on, Petal. Talk about Paula Llewellyn. Let me hear what she say. Neutral. Get her in a some gear, cause some of them drunk they go to prison.
You can listen to public opinion.
So turn up in a Petal.
Jamaica till I die says, are you people paying those two clown parties any mind? You all must be bored. Softly saying tone it up instead of toning it down, and instead of toning down the rhetoric about the SSL fraud saga, Softly here is saying we should tone it up. Yeah? Roderick Cohen says they need to rather, because it can affect the prosecution of the case. And remember, the prosecutioning of the case, he's saying, remember that the defense used that same tactics in the Vibes Cartel case when they use a blogger as a reference of talking point. The opposition knows this, and they're hoping the case fail. All right. Katz is saying absolutely people's anguish should not be politicized. I actually
a
think it's
broken
cruel
man.
and loose. Yeah. And it lose points in my book. On Facebook, to the question, should the political parties tone down their rhetoric about the SSL fraud saga? Morima
Nah.
saying, sure, let the courts do their job. Maxine saying, long time it is overridden, overbearing, and has lost its appeal. By constantly rehearsing it, seem to suggest that they are incapable of thinking objectively and with a sense of maturity. All right. Isaac Curtis says the cultist party turn it into political football. Don't know who that is. You're referring to Isaac Morrison. George Eliot saying that there is only one party politicizing the issue, notwithstanding that they were in government when the fraud supposedly took place. The topic is only being used to deflect. Daphne McCreath is saying if they know how the money went missing, don't stop talking. But if they don't know how it gets missing, stop the barking, because they have no bite, only pure bark. Yeah? On our this is X. Yeah, X. Dr. Proud Yardman says, kinda sticky. It's kinda sticky. JLP has a responsibility to deny allegations being made by PNP. People will then get curious about the role each party play when they form government, as SSL is regulated by a state agency. Mrs. Dottiman is saying the PNP is using it as a campaign tool. It's not parties. Let me see. This became a political matter when the PNP made it one, says Shanae. Ash is saying yes, they should tone down the rhetoric. It is a bipartisan concern. There's no political advantage making promises about a legal and forensic issue that they have no control of. Bo Winkle is saying yes, tone it down and work together. Yeah? Find the people their money. All right. On our YouTube platform, let's see what's being said. Lily White is saying, oh yes, is not everything politics and politicians should involve in unless they're involved in SSL. Let me see if I can get in some more. Bold compromise the case, says Bonnie Williams. Yeah. Ken Youth says, I blame Golding. Kevin says, tone down or up. The fact is, it's a disgrace and Bolt need to get back his money. Not only Bolt, Kevin. Not only Bolt. Other investors too. Other investors indeed. Sandy believes that they should tone down the rhetoric. Yeah. Marcus the best. I suspect the case against the woman is a bust. The prosecutors are a bunch. Wow. You're saying that the prosecutors are incompetent, Marcus the best? Wow. All right. Let me see if I can get in at least two more. Alvis says Bolt started it, so too Herman. Let me see. Jeffrey is saying this is sensitive. It's a sensitive matter and should not be escalated by politicians who should know better. But I guess they want to score political points. Disgusting. I will say one thing. Somebody said it for me, and I will say it again. It's silly season. Yeah? And we all know what that means. And going closer and closer to the date. a lot of things will happen leading up to that day, D-Day. Yeah, that's all the time we have for public opinion. Thank you so much for participating. The business report is up next.
Marcia, which year SSL created?
Public opinion was brought to you by
Which year
Them a,
the
them a, go-
PSL
them a,
created?
them a go talk more upon it in a nation business, so we'll get more information. I don't know our Kizzy right. I'm gonna look at our Kizzy right over X, make them couldn't read it.
I think it was created, if I'm not mistaken, under Bruce Golding.
Bruce Golding created that.
Hold on. No, license. It wasn't created, like license. Let me
No,
see. Hold on.
but Bruce Golding wasn't in power in 2021.
Hold on a second there. Let me look and see. No, but it was
It was
licensed
created in
before.
2006. It was created in
Right.
2006 by you
Bruce Golding,
partner. No, by a
but
man named something Chin.
but Bruce Golding win election 2007.
Let me read the Kizzy right where Robbie and refuse to read.
No, it was created in 2006.
She said, what a question. Parties, huh? Well, the PNP is using it as a campaign tool, spreading a false narrative. It's not parties, it's the PNP who should stop misleading the country. Mark Golding claims to be a successful lawyer. He should know better. Shine said, this became a political matter when the PNP made it one. If any party should tone it down, it's the PNP. So, how should I read them something there?
She not read it.
She can't
She a
read for
PNP.
long.
She a PNP.
Well, no, she read a long one, but I took physical such man name and actually PNP.
But she could have read it and I call the name just like how she read the one of the guys said.
Classic, come up
We'll
in
need
the
to
box,
get back in
Classic.
money.
Classic, come up in that box, send a request. Because Labour Party now have nothing to do with SSL. It was already.
But it no matter. But Plank, it no matter when or
No
who.
call me no flank. No call me no flank.
It doesn't matter because they put up, they have a business idea, the country is there, they pass all the tests. So it doesn't matter. It's when now
Clean
they
your
can.
throat. Clean your throat. Clean
Flank.
your throat.
What
Flank.
happened to my throat?
My what?
Clean
Flank.
your sound good.
Galan Fryer. Plank.
Marcia, clean your throat. Your throat was clean. No.
There is nothing
Clean
in
your
my
throat.
throat.
Okay. Yes.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Can you hear me now? See worse now. Worse now. What's gone now?
Guys, the amount of information me see. Me see something
You
say
can
SSL commenced in
make Plank up and tell you
1972.
when to clean throat.
Exactly.
Them have
But
a
she
talk
clean
about
it
it
door.
You worse.
nation business.
True, you sound like something cool in your throat.
No, there
Yeah,
is
man.
none.
Something in your throat, man.
No, there is none.
You go on one of them lunch
Or
date today?
maybe at the earphone, me no know.
You go on one of them lunch date today? Yeah, is that talk about?
Jesus.
What you said?
Mister, if you go on one of them lunch date the way you always a talk about.
Me? Before lunch, me no me dey talk about, me no eat at the road here, me come here for meat. Me have high blood pressure. So doctor tell me to me bring my road.
You see why you always get yourself in a problem?
But why
Party, shut your mouth.
must you follow up Plank?
Guys, they said it started in 1973.
Bumbo.
What? SFL?
Yeah.
No go, sir. 2006.
Alright, we're gonna hear about it then. Nation when them do nation business,
Founded in 1973. That is founded in 1973.
When the Jamaica
The second oldest brokerage in Jamaica, with a team of over 50 professionals.
Okay, here it is. It was added to Jamaica Stock Exchange in 1996. So that's
96 when PGA didn't have power.
Right, and it was added to it in 1996. Me and stay there on the same page.
Yes, we were incorporated in 1973 as our business
Hey,
operations.
mute your mic, Coffee. Sure. Thank you.
So
How we
you
are
stick
reach there
over?
now?
Yeah,
1996 now.
Thank you,
1996 no
Coffee.
PJ time that.
yeah.
PJ time.
Okay.
Cause then the
You
time them
see
me at the
anything where
I
them
hospital.
didn't
start
know I
to
was on
you
mute. I'm
realize
sorry.
you see anything where them start, you realize they always have some level of corruption
You
in it.
understand? So who to tell us say
But
Mark Gold in them, Mark Troll in them and the whole of them not involved in it?
you want me to give you a
Because
little story?
after
Then
them
that
mash
is
up
why we say fit when name fits
Finsack,
a fits in name.
But hey,
after Finsack mash up, then create this one there too. To
No,
mash up
nothing
Jamaica
sack. You
more.
want MP for Portmore. When name?
hear this now, guys.
Jackson,
Yeah.
Hear,
The
hear
one
this
that
now.
him all in it now.
hold on there.
Pin name
Me
a
friend,
call now.
hold on, me friend talk. He can't talk loud.
Who that?
Mercy
Talk
are
no man,
you.
talk no man.
Look here, you're gonna run me this
Based
evening.
on business.
National Security
Um,
Dr.
did
Harsh.
you know?
Majority
Hold
of the
on,
criminals
hold on
targeted
a bit there. Hold your talk there for a minute. Read the news up better.
He made the comment amid
Oh, me think.
public scrutiny by
Hold on.
several groups on the number of police killings since January. Dr. Chang was speaking at the official opening of the Lacovia police station in St.
Me
Elizabeth
think
on
about the
Wednesday.
SSL. Let me know what that
And
about.
also, I don't know how some see it. We have well over 1,000 shootings in Jamaica annually. That means you have people going out with gun shooting. And when they have a 1,000 shooting, sometimes some of the shooting is 12 guns. Anywhere from 1 to sometimes more. I represent a tough urban constituency, and I get the reports, and doctors, someone walked past the last night, 12 of them are rifle on them shoulder, and everybody have a sidearm. So shooting all over the country. If the police is more equipped, has better intelligence, better training, and they know in a position to intercept the criminal, they're going to meet people with guns. What is you expect with them? Not also to find people going out there with guns to kill people. The police, part of the response with the police that we are charging them with. We give them the tools to change the legislation to make it. If you find you the illegal gun, we put you away for a long time. So we're discouraging people to find illegal guns. Whether they have it for sale, if they catch them at the wharf with it, we charge them. We lock them up for a long time. So we are taking steps to encourage, or should I say, to dissuade those from carrying illegal guns. But them carrying plenty. And part of the police job is to develop the intelligence to find them, identify them early before they shoot somebody. And as the commissioner said, he will indicate some of the names. If they want to come in, we will take them into court. And in that justice, we have a good justice system. And the police prepare the case well, they go to court. And in fact, the police prefer that. So do we as minister and so as the government. We're not out there training anybody to kill anybody for the sake of extradition, whatever it is. We want to carry them to court. We want them to stop shooting. That's the first thing. So we create the law to deter. And if they stop shooting, they go about their business. If they carry an illegal gun, find them. And we'll find them. The police have not only got better stations, better cars, better communication, and more manpower. And woman power, if you say so. Deputy Commissioner carrying the power or Jack Deputy. But it has some very bright Jamaicans and developed some their policy, their programs, excellent programs. So they have good intelligence, good operations. They're going to find the criminal. And if they find a criminal gun, they're going to be a shootout. I said it over and over, say that news again. I don't expect that police to get hurt. And they're bright, responsible Jamaicans committed to making this country a better place and to bring public safety. And your country has invested in them too, and they have invested in themselves to train them and to have them ready. So, if one have to go down, the criminal will go down. Does that. And if they're meeting, it's common sense that if the police have better intelligence, are better equipped, and are on the road more, they're going to have more engagements. 50 police shooting in that same police out there chased down in the one man to shoot down somebody. It means the police is in a position to engage criminals, and if they have more engagement, you're going to have more shooting. If they surrender, they'll take them to the court. I've been told by the commissioner that the majority of thats are in fact before the courts. But there are those who choose to take on the police, and you have had that. But it's not only that there are 50, they refer to 50 fatal shooting at police and call it extrajudicial, like police shooting on people. This month, at the rate they are going, you'll have the lowest number of murders in Jamaica for the last 25 years and more. That didn't come out by policemen sitting in the desk because they have in the office and they look comfortable and cool and them sit down and enjoy it. When the air condition work, they enjoy your condition unit. It didn't come about that accusing police officers to go out to look for them girlfriend when they saw them for sure. That's not happening. The police officers are working. They're out there in the hot spots. They are monitoring areas. I see sometimes ACP Allen in particular sending some requests for curfews in some rural areas, which in the old days you drive and park the car and leave the windows open. And I know he was doing it based on intelligence. And therefore, we can look at this area today. I think St. Elizabeth only has one homicide for the whole month, for the whole year. And the numbers, Manchester, Clarendon, and St. Elizabeth are remarkably down because the leadership in those parishes are utilizing the tools the government has provided effectively and doing their job to create a safer place and maintain public order. I want to commend the Commissioner and the team, and in particular, there are three here today, so that this investment, the taxpayer can look and say it is working well.
That is Minister of National Security, Dr. Horace Chang. A minute before that, we said something that several groups have brought the police killing since January under scrutiny. Actually, no, it's just one specific group, that is Jamaicans for Justice. So just a clarification there. It's not several groups, just one particular organization. Well, we'll have more from Dr. Chang after these messages.
Y'all here?
The police are going to do more work because they are getting good pay, so they're going to do work.
Everything change. Everything change up. Police them work. Police them things and look like hotel.
Ways that freeze that would not work. They would just sit down and freeze the work too.
Serve them right. Maybe when you check your when you check your almost 15 million, you have to go pay. They have to go pay. Because they have to go cover the lawyer fee.
What I can play there?
Your ears clean, eh? You don't miss nothing. King down your menalice, huh?
Oh, you're not from Kingdom. What wrong with you? And you just a grudge like you just a grudge like you look so much for go lay.
Right now, I want to sleep. Guys, you know what time I come to bed last night? After 3. I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock. I'm going to go to work.
If you're there
I'm
on
going to come back
Charmian
around
live,
next work again.
if you're there on Charmian live, I text and I cuss people.
You see, Charmian live I take over and have all the audience them.
That's why we have
to. That's why. Charmian live at night time.
That's why.
And Black King struggle to got 200 sometime.
That's why we have to tap up Black King live.
A police building, yes, in Lacovia, and he was addressing some of the recent controversy surrounding police fatal killings. As you know, Jamaicans for Justice, the human rights lobby group, has expressed concern at the rising number of fatal police shootings since the start of the year. 54 people have been killed by the police in confrontations. The most recent incident took place on Wednesday morning in Mollison district near Christiana, Manchester. Last week, JFJ condemned the police killings, noting that at least one Jamaican citizen is killed daily by the security forces. However, Dr. Chang says the government has a plan to address crime in the country.
The event this morning is to open that new building, which is now the central part of the police station in the Korea, and also of the refurbished one behind us, which was the original location of the police station, the original police station. But it reflects not only an expansion, but the development of what the commission expects, a purpose-built station. This government set out a planned program to develop the police force. You was called at some time where the plan, because the country got used to the idea that you organize a squad of police officers, give them some name, remember some of them, and find a starboard police officer, put on the road, and ask him to go shoot some star criminals. And that was the plan. Because, of course, there was no planning, and it did not reflect any serious attempt at dealing with criminal organizations. Because why do they take out a single criminal leader? And oftentimes, after the police team was the primary target, there's talk of police extrajudicial activity because they have to chase down gunmen, Of course, I cannot understand when there's complaints by certain elements in society. When a policeman faces a gunman, when he faces a man with a gun and shooting at him, what he should do? I asked him what he should do because in that some man coming, the good book says, take a box, and if you box you and say, you can turn the other cheek. But the one thing that a gun does, is only one thing a gun is good for, is to kill somebody. A knife is a dangerous weapon, but you use knives for all kinds of things. Cutting instrument can be used to carve, used in kitchen, all kinds. But when you pull the trigger on a gun, the missile only does one thing. It kills. And you cannot ask a police officer to, when they're out there shooting, somebody will get killed. If they are shot at, they have to reply. But I was going to point out that organizing a squad of police officers, because they are not provided tools, neither legally, logistical, physical, to just track down to establish a policy, the change and development of any institution. And certainly the police force, which has an establishment of 14,000, is one of our largest institutions and has a major responsibility as the primary law enforcement agency to develop that institution. And in doing that, you have to put the money in place to execute the plan. There is a well-known politician, late, I missed him now, former prime minister, who once said, it takes cash to care. It takes cash to develop an effective law enforcement agency who can deal with the organized criminals in this country, who are heavily financed. They have money. They are smart, they have guns, and they will do anything to undermine the society, earn more money, and create chaos, and kill our people. We therefore decide that not only it will happen, and will not allow it to continue happening, we do the required investment, the required planning and investment to strengthen our police force and give them the capacity to deal with the criminals. Today, I'm not here to shout victory, but I think every Jamaican can look at the police force today and take pride in the character of the police force that we have, even at this time.
Siobhan, Dr. Chang is right, because we know that these gangs are heavily financed, and the police, they must get the resources, they must get that investment. And when I hear him talk about, specialized groups, I can go as far back as a group that Renato Adams at the time led, where it was the belief that you send a police squad to kill off a few people and the matter is resolved. And we have really seen a shift in how the police force go about doing their business, go about doing the work, and the technology that is being utilized, and the investment. We're seeing the investment in the police force, which is necessary. And I remember also a politician once said, you're not gonna see any drastic change in crime until a number of years. And we're seeing changes happening and slowly building. And I mean, that's the only way to go right now.
I agree, Sanjay. As you said, we've seen year-on-year reduction, and
yes,
I always say, knock on wood, hopefully this will be the third year of reductions in those homicide figures that we've suffered from here in the country. And I think you see a change in the temperament of the public in terms of their attitude towards the police now, where there seems to be a greater level of respect and trust in the police force. And I enjoy seeing it. It seems that we're generally turning the corner now on this crime situation that we have suffered under for decades, going back into the 1980s, I believe. And I'm happy to see it. I understand JFJ's concerns regarding what they believe to be extrajudicial killings, but I leave that to the organizations such as Indicom to prove and sift through which ones are genuinely what they would consider malfeasance on the part of the police versus what are just standard operating procedures where the police are engaged by criminal elements with high-powered rifles and they're forced to return fire. And as Dr. Chang has said, as the Prime Minister has said, when you put the police in that situation, I am not going to pray for anybody but the police to win.
Yeah, exactly. And the police commissioner also hinted at it, and he indicated also that Indicom has his full support. We have mechanisms in place to deal with officers who go rogue. So we should allow the officers to do what they have to do. And where there are issues, where officers go rogue, we also have a process to deal with those individuals. But we just have to have faith in the system. But anyways, Dr. Chang is also seeking to assure Jamaicans that the government will continue to invest in the JCF so that ordinary citizens can feel safe.
And it had to come about by proper planning. The very uniform which I admired by the public. This commissioner today, who was then deputy commissioner, did almost a year of research looking at police uniforms, what is required, and built out, designed the police uniform that the police is wearing today. Nothing that the police is doing did not come from proper planning and well thought out research. I commend the team in the police force. The police stations we build, the commissioner used the term purpose built.
Petal what? Me get a call?
How come
So you
in
find
mute?
a building that time when the fact is not leaking and have some rooms and you paint it blue and white and call it a police station. That was the policy we inherited. And I decided, in concert with the commissioner and inform my prime minister, we need a police station. If we go to provide health service in a community, we build a clinic. As I finished, I'm aware, you design a clinic to have the appropriate interview room, to have the appropriate examination room, proper waste disposal, etc. We design a clinic for a doctor. When we want to attack the education issue, we build a school and we put trained teachers in good schools and ensure they have the tools of instruction. And we have a way to go with all that, but we build schools for teachers. And why not build police stations, police officers? Police officers are professionals. Every single member of the police is out there in their new uniform, or if they are not even in uniform, are highly trained individuals, bright young Jamaicans, educated and committed to law enforcement, which is a critical service in our country. And that's how we approach the issue. All aspects of the security work we had to put in a plan, and then we had to have the commitment to continue investing. Come here today is a particular pleasure to me because not only because it's a new station, but I can say to the country, to you here, and those who are listening, that the government's commitment to security and to providing good order and public safety continues whatever the time is. Because we all know what time of the election cycle here is. And we are continuing to investing in our security force to ensure that can be good order and public safety. We do a lot of other things, and we have to. It's normal in a democracy. We're going to do things that will make some people feel nice. But we're not, why do you think make any criminal feel nice? We're not, why encourage anything. There'll be no disorder whether them wear green shirt, blue shirt, yellow shirt, orange shirt, or no shirt at all. If they give problem, the police have instruction, find them, get them off the street. And our commitment is to provide the police with the tools required.
That's Dr. Horace Chang, Minister of National Security. However, Police Commissioner Dr. Kevin Blake also spoke at the function, and he's commending the leadership of the St. Elizabeth Police Division and the Area 3 Police in general for an 80% reduction in murders. Up to February 22, the division recorded 1 murder. This is in comparison to the 5 murders recorded for the same period last year.
Let this facility stand not only as a symbol of a police station, but as a beacon of progress, dedication, and hope. However, this progress would not be possible without a strong, enduring partnership between the police and the citizens of Locovia. Together, we will continue to forge a path of safety and security for all. Ladies and gentlemen, this new station opens at a pivotal time in our fight for public safety. Not too long ago, St. Elizabeth was grappling with a disturbing surge in violent crime, including a 100% increase in murders earlier last year. But thanks to the strong, steady leadership of Superintendent Coleridge Minto and his dedicated team in the St. Elizabeth Division, and with the strategic guidance of Area 3 Commander ACP Calvin Allen, we have seen a remarkable turnaround. By the end of last year, the murder rate had dropped by 20%. And today, we are witnessing an 80% reduction in murders, along with a 20% decrease. And ladies and gentlemen, these results are not mere coincidence. They are the product of strategic, proactive policing, relentless operations, and steadfast leadership of our officers. Across the entire parish, major crimes have fallen by 14%, and with the opening of this new police station, the JCF is now even better equipped to build on these hard-earned gains and continue to advance our mission of keeping the people of Jamaica safe. To my esteemed colleagues in the St. Elizabeth Division, while we celebrate the progress we've made, let us not for a moment grow complacent. We know that crime is a dynamic, ever-evolving threat, and we must remain vigilant and unyielding in our efforts to protect our communities. And I say this without hesitation. We will not surrender our homes, our businesses, or our communities to criminals. There are those who seek to destabilize and terrorize law-abiding citizens of this nation, but the JCF will always stand firm as a barrier between them and our people. We remain resolute in our mission to locate, disrupt, and dismantle the criminal networks that seek to spread fear and chaos across Jamaica. I urge every resident of Locovia to stand united in the fight against crime, being tolerant to criminality in all its forms. Work alongside us, support your local police, and together we will continue to keep this community safe. Together we will drive down crime even further and build a Jamaica where peace, security, and security are the foundation upon which our citizens can thrive.
That's Dr. Kevin Blake. He's the Commissioner of Police. Both he and Dr. Chang were speaking at the official opening of the Locovia Police Station in St. Elizabeth on Wednesday. Well, listeners, we will have more after this, but first, after the breaks, The Watchman.
Petal, petal. You hear what the man? You could have wear green shirt, red, blue, or green. Once you get trouble, the police is coming for you. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So,
man Elon Musk mockingly
We don't endorse no criminality around here.
What
If
am
you're
I
a
say about
criminal,
Elon
if you do
Musk?
your time, or face a maker.
Yeah. What am I say about Elon Musk, Metal?
federal
I'm a
government
create problem, you know.
What?
unprecedented cost-cutting exercise gives rise to this question.
See how
Is
this a comrade one, yeah?
or is he merely disruptive?
Who that Metal?
Disruptor
And Henley Morgan.
defined as someone
Wait.
who believes
Claim him as the watchman.
for the status quo
Oh,
over
come people, 60 years we left over here, make a whole lot of reason. Mm.
a feeding tree for corrupt politicians
Not yeah.
and their lazy sycophants
Hear him.
at taxpayers' expense. The word first gained popularity and
What him say about Elon Musk, Metal?
worked well
No listen to him. I never listen.
companies and inventors pursuing a better deal for customers under the mantra, not business as usual, business unusual. One of the earliest actions taken by Trump on assuming the presidency for the second time was to establish the so-called Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE for short. He appointed Elon Musk,
How come me comrades then so quiet?
man and the biggest funder of his re-election
And
campaign.
in the laundry room, that's
Which
why
comedy
I
attack,
stay
Petal?
quiet.
Hmm?
Which comedy attack?
What a comrade, you say?
The cut
Oh, not yours. Oh,
the troublemaker them as a have live.
Then actually we cussed Dr. Cole last night. That's a then you come out because they nasty see you like
And
him.
then shame.
They shame. Me
what
say
happened?
that was the clip a while. And Lou said in the comments say, Petal and most Chris call you. Yeah, Petal, yes, and Chris come call me.
Yeah, ayo, come call me.
And you come
Boy,
call it.
look here, Petal. Me I
Hmm?
tell you, no man is supposed to live in the living
Whose
condition.
live he was on? Whose live he was on?
Shaman. Me say, Crafty, if you see the man living condition, it's a disgrace.
All federal workers must justify their employment or start.
With a new leadership team now in place, the Integrity Commission is set for a critical transition period as it
Turn down
continues
your radio now, Chris Carter. Everybody want to play sitting.
public office. The national
Chris Carter, turn down the news. We don't want to hear no TVG.
pulling in nearly
I see you have news, me watch man.
revenue that would have
We don't want to hear none from them,
been
man.
lost. At the same
We hear them the news they already.
time, thousands of Jamaicans struggling with outstanding water bills.
But you know hear about the boy when they analyze Saddam Yard this morning.
They analyze a boy side of the yard and they analyze what a punish tongue.
When they analyze Spanish town, he come from Andonga.
Oh, a dung that they analyze him.
The one that they analyze down at this man at the 6 o'clock, a Spanish town, and they,
After they want, them find him with a Glock.
the one down here.
Right. And
Yes.
the dirty thinking woman a come out can talk about him is a good man in the community.
No
When
man where they find with gun.
well no Chris, but me don't talk. A dirty woman a come on the radio. Come and talk. But him is a income here 3 years now and 13. How much is it come here? And then come with one baby and then get 2 more baby in our community. Any war or guana, any him we go to the youth them, to the youth them, everybody calm down. You know, see, I want done that then can apply. So, hey Chris, when then?
With that
Now you may have talk to
clearly is
Chris.
a done. Clear and done that man.
Right. Any boy we can calm down community. Yeah, man.
Then the man are done.
Where's you not come from? And you not come from there 3 years now you did it.
They
Afraid
3
people that
years.
afraid of you. They're
they
afraid
are
of you,
they are
clearly.
done ship. Me say my build gang and something around there.
Then Chris, you have to understand. Them prepare for the place. So them send them man, them going at the community, them as strong man to build up them strength. So when election time come, you think the government a idiot, man? You think the government a idiot? You can't stay there. Yeah. Remember, man tell you, Jamaica gonna be done free. Anybody who live at Jamaica when we call themselves Dan, I'm also no parents gonna name Donovan.
Or Dandelion.
Yeah.
Or Dandelion.
Dandelion, Dandelion a bush. So nobody not even give them pick the name Donovan again. Yeah, cause them the want it, then go shot it and call them
But
Dan.
if them call, they're not shouting Donovan either. Nobody even named Donovan. They hear them shouting and call them not Donovan.
All right. Or Donald. Yeah. No can't stay there. I can't talk about. I'm mother-in-law that contact, Mother-in-law contact.
Then the mother-in-law now gets what the thief in something them, man.
But if him a good man and he live in our community for 3 years, oh, the police them find a Glock 40.
Glock what?
Eh? Glock 40.
We can fire like a M16.
Eh.
Well, I mean, I understand what people here.
M16, them find for them
No,
this morning?
me say one Glock 40 can fire pan rapid like a one M16 because you can put in it one long of a magazine in a hit.
Yeah. I want to, I tell a man, you have to have a container around to challenge the police. So if you don't have a container around, put on. When the police then come,
you can't manage them.
You cannot manage them. So you better not leave badness alone and go learn a trade.
Me tell a man said, me tell a man said 2 years from now. No for who say them a bad man and a gunman, they go walk and put on gun on roadside. They got sit gun on roadside like a horse man have chubby back to on a roadside.
Same for Carter. I personally believe that. Good
Look,
evening.
man. Me feel say a 50 years if you get when you hold an illegal gun and if
50 years.
50 years.
Automatically 50 years.
Every shot in the gun you get 10 years for it. So if at 17 in a hit, you get 70 years.
10 years fee gun too.
Yeah.
80 years. So you're
80
not come
years.
out and you're not come out until you walk until you back then and you're not getting a parole.
You know, Plank, we are coming from a stage, you see, where gunman could ride on a bicycle and walk down the street and unalive a numerous amount of people and jump back on them bicycle and ride down the street. And nothing like a Wild West. You remember them days, the Plank?
Yes, boy.
Like a Wild West. And let me tell you something. I am so happy. And
You
I'm
know
so
when a man,
proud.
in your